Hey guys, Joe Wendell from JLW Games here, playing some No Limits 2, one of my most favorite coaster simulators because it is the most realistic and you have actually no limits on creating your own coaster, so you can be as imaginative as possible. So, we're going to get started here. This is kind of a walkthrough, not really a tutorial. I'm just kind of going to walk through me creating a realistic, or try and create a realistic coaster. I have not really done too much on this program, to be honest, so a new ride. We're gonna do create the name and theme last, once we create this coaster. So what we're gonna do is we created our new coaster. Now we're gonna go coaster properties and use the style coaster that we want. I want to create a twisted sit-down coaster, and it's going to be not worn. It's going to be new, and we're going to use the Heartline, which I like to use as well. Trains definitely need to have 8, because that's the normal B&M sit-down. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to create a station now, and to do that, you're going to have to go to track, and we're going to start the vertex. I'm going to have a diagonal, actually, a diagonal station, because I want to make the lift, I'm going to make the lift lined up with lines, so that's actually how I'm going to do it. So, alright, so to do this, alright, I want exact numbers here, so the Z needs to be at 10 exactly. No different. 10 exactly. Alright, so that's 10. And make sure this one is at, it looks like, I can't tell, it's too long. This one needs to be at 0 on the Z. So this one needs to be at 0. Perfect. Alright, so I like putting in exact numbers. It's just very efficient and works very well. Now on the Y, let's go ahead and put 8. That will set how tall it is. 8 meters high is going to be our station. So there's that, and perspective view definitely helps you in where your coaster is sitting. So we might want to make that station a little bit longer. So let's go ahead and go to top view again. Might actually add a complete one right here. So let's go to Z. The Z needs to be at 20. So let's put it at 20. And the X looks like it wants to go at 10. There we go. So that will be good for that. And did I measure the X on this one? No, I didn't. It needs to be at -10. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now we got a station. Let's go ahead and we're going to make a kind of a bend here. In a way, it's going to bend this way, and we're going to have the lift going straight right here. It makes it a little better, or easier. So let's add a vertex. Click on here so it'll be the same exact height and everything. Aspects. I want to have a nice large bend into it. This might be too big, actually. But it always is smaller than what it appears here, so let's take a look at perspective. Actually, that's actually perfect. I like that length there. Actually, I like how big that turn is. So let's select and modify and kind of make this exact. I want it right there. Right there. Very precise of where I want my stuff here. Z looks like it's going to be -35 or 36. Oh yeah, it's 36. It's closer to 36. There we go. That'll work for that. Alright, so there's our first bend. And now this is going to go into the lift hill. Very cool. So, let's add a vertex here. Going all the way here. And this is going to be kind of a brake run type thing. And it'll also be at 36. So the Z is always going to be at 36, even for the lift. And this is going to be the lift here. So add vertex. It's going to be our lift hill. If we select this and make this 36, that'll make it straight. So right now I'm just doing layout. I haven't done height or anything on all these yet. So let's go ahead and kind of do a little bit on height. We can turn the G-force come so I can see a little bit. Stuck. There we go. I also want to put the spline on. There we go. Alrighty. So all this is going to be straight. We're going to add some rolls here to keep the station straight. Exactly where I want it. And this is the part that gets a little bit fun. Let's add... It's actually going to go down a little bit. So let's lower these. Let's see, that's Y, and let's go down to 7. So it has a little bit of a hillish type thing going on here. 6.5 will be good. Right there. So it'll be 6. Right there. Let's put this one also at 6. Right there. Let's put this one at 6.5. Also right there. And we're going to have the rest of this at 6.5 meters. There we go. Because obviously we can't have this at 8. There we go. Alright, you're at 6.5. You will be at 6.5. Did I put the point in there? Yes, I did. Otherwise, it would be 65. Which would be a little too tall. Alright, and we're not going to mess with that one because that one's actually going to be raised anyways. So, there's that. And we're going to add some rolls here. Just to be safe, I want this section to be straight. And the lift to be straight. So there we go. And let's add some rolls to this. Actually, first, we're going to go to the top. You're going to want to do this often if you're in NoLimits, definitely. Let's go ahead and select all these nodes right there on the curve. And I want to go ahead, go to element, and you want to depump the vertices. This is what you want to do to a lot of your sections of track, is depump the vertices. It really pretty much just smooths it out. Let's go to our track view here and see what we got so far. Alright, we got a curve and bend, and that will go into our lift hill. So, now what we're going to want to do is shape these curves here with these rolls. I'm going to add one more right here, actually. And we got to double click on them and click NoLat G, and that will bend it perfectly smooth where you need it. Alright, so this one will also click NoLat G's, which is -1. So there's not too much of a bend on these. And that will stay at 0. Perfect. Alright, so that should be pretty smooth right now. Let's take a look at the track. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. I like how that's looking. Goes out of the starting block very smooth, no jolts, and that's perfect right there where we have it. So very time-consuming stuff that you have to go through when creating a very nice roller coaster. that's that. Alright, so for the lift, I want this for height. I really want to put it at 180 feet, which is very tall, to be honest. So that is 55 meters, I'm pretty sure. Approximately. Not exactly, but it is approximately that tall. Alright, so that lift hill is a little too steep. We're going to have to adjust that. So let's go to the top. I'm going to change the X to 100. So that's 100. And that must be 110. Let's add a little more to it. So that will be 110. Let's see how it looks in perspective now. A little bit better, but still a little bit too steep for my taste. So let's go ahead and put 140. That will definitely stretch it out a lot right there. Might even be too much, but no. To be honest, that's actually pretty good. I think I like that. Possibly. I can't decide if I want it there or not. I actually gonna want to go to the left view. I want the front view actually. I'm gonna line this nod up with that to make my lift hill a little straighter, and we're gonna push this back to 130. Yeah, 120. Let's go 120. Perfect. Alright. So let's go perspective, see how that looks now. Pretty good. I have to say I'm pretty satisfied with this lift hill that I've made. It's pretty good. Let me guys know what you guys think on creating lift hills. If there's any special way you guys like to do it. I kind of have my own way of doing it, but that's me. Let's go to the front view. And now it's time to straighten this out a little bit. Add the vertex. I like to keep it exactly where that is. Kind of. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and put one right here. Right here. That's good. That's actually very nice. How tall is this? 55.71-ish. Alright, so let's select this, and we're going to add another vertex, and yeah. Alright, so when we come back, I'm going to add our first element of the coaster, which I have in mind is a very unique element that I've never seen before that I've thought of, and I think it's going to be really nice. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and this has been Joe Wendell from JLW Games. Goodbye. So this is kind of just spitballing. I'm just kind of putting a park together out of nowhere. Let's go ahead and do this. I like using the trees and scaling them down into actual bushes and stuff. So you can scale them down so much that they're pretty much a bush.